What's up, guys? I'm ExxotikGaming and welcome back to another long-awaited Pixel Gun 3D video. Today's video is something so many of you guys have requested me to do, so I finally decided to do it today. How to get fast coins in Pixel Gun 3D alongside ranking up very fast in leagues without the use of any sort of hack. Now, you all know I don't condone hacking, as we know the Pixel Gun company bans people for doing so. So, we have to resort to finding out the best ways to get these coins, legitimate ways, and I think I found the best 3 ways to do exactly this. Yes, we have 3 different methods in this video where you can decide between them which one you want. 2 easy ways and 1 hard way. 2 of these ways are ways that you can do completely by yourself, and 1 of those ways is with a separate account. The hard way has a chance of you dying and losing some league points, but it reaps a bigger reward, and the 2 easy ways are pretty good ways as well that are safer and will take just a bit longer to get those coins and league points. Now, before we get into this video, if you do find this helpful, I'd appreciate it a ton if you left a like down below. Your support means a ton, and hey, if we can maybe hit, I don't know, 3,000 likes on this video, I'll figure out the best way to get gems and do a video on that for you all in the near future. But yeah, with that being said, let's get into the first method of this video, an old method, but one that still works just great. Now, this is the difficult way, and like I said just earlier, you do have a chance of dying and losing some of those league points. Now, when you first start off with Deadly Games, this is the game mode that you're going to want to go into. You may end up dying a lot if this is some of your first times going into Deadly Games. But over time, as you practice, as you get better, you're going to win more and more times, and you are going to see that you are going to rank up very fast in leagues and get a lot of coins in the process. Now, you're going to want to go into something that's a little bit closer range like Stadium, where you have a better chance of finding the people and killing them as fast as you can. In Stadium, what you're going to want to do is as soon as you get your weapon, start killing people. The faster you kill people and the more people you kill, the better chance you're going to get more points and the better score you're going to get in general. The better score you get, the more points and the more league points you're going to get when you finally finish off with the match here. You have to be careful. You do not want to die, because I'll show you guys in a match what happens if you do die. You have to be very careful, you have to be very strategic, and you want to play very, very safe. There's a guy up here, and he's going to end up being the next person to die. I'm going to try to get 3 people in this video, and as you guys will see here, here's the last person, and we finished it off getting a 3-kill win, and with the victory here, as you guys will see, I got myself 1 coin, 5 XP, and that all determines on how many kills you get. Now, as you guys can see, there were 6 people in this server. I only got 3 of those 6 people. If I had gotten maybe 4 of those people or 5 of those people, it would have maybe been 2 coins or 3 coins. And as you guys could see there, that was literally like 30 seconds of gameplay, and that was it. So 1 coin every 30 seconds, and if you do it a little bit better, it could be 2 coins every 30 seconds. And if you calculate that out over time, as you play Deadly Games, say you are going to lose some points over time, but if you do this pretty well and you win a majority of the matches that you are in, you will probably get upwards of 50 coins in maybe, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes or so, which is pretty good if you play Deadly Games consistently over and over and over again, and you stay in some of the closer ranged maps like Stadium. Now, if you go into Afternoon Battlefield or Parallel World or Foggy Swamp or something like that, where they're bigger ranged matches, you do run a risk of taking a lot longer time to find those enemy players, and in turn, it's going to take a lot longer time, and it's not really going to be worth all the time and effort in doing so to try to actually get those kills. I'm going to try to win another time, but if I do lose, it's going to show you guys a perfect example of what ends up happening when you do lose. So we are going to go jump into this other match here, and maybe I can get more kills, maybe I won't. It doesn't really matter what ends up happening for me. I just want to show you guys what either happens when you lose or if you end up getting some more people. So here's our very first kill of the video, and then for this next guy, we're going to get another kill right here. Epic Tiger is down, and there is a 3rd guy right here, which we can get pretty quickly. 3 kills, and that was the final match of the video. So we got a victory in literally 15 seconds or so, and as you guys could see there, another coin, another 5 XP. Again, I only got 3 kills that time. If you get more than 3 kills, you're going to get more coins, and it's going to reap a bigger reward. So as you guys could see, it can even take less than 30 seconds. It can take you 10 to 15 seconds in a map like Stadium, and if you think about that, that's pretty good. Every minute, 6 coins, and if you times that out over time, in literally 5 minutes, 30 coins, and it's going to be a very, very good process. It is the more difficult way, and now what we are going to do is jump into an easier way and show you guys a much safer way that is a lot easier and can guarantee you a win every single time. You're going to jump into Co-op Survival, and some of you guys might be confused as to why I'm showing you guys this method again. This is not the same way that I showed you guys before. In the past, I would show you guys how to create your own custom server, and you wouldn't want to have anybody else joining into that server. But the thing is, now, the more people you go up against, the better points you are going to get, the more league points you are going to get, and the better score you are going to get. So, you're going to jump into Deadly Arena. It's the easiest map, it's the smallest map, it's the one you can get the most amount of points in. And you want to find a match where there aren't too many people with too high of scores yet. I'm actually going to just jump back into that one already. There are people with about 2,000 points or so, which is alright, it's okay. But as you guys will see, you're wanting to kill as many zombies as you possibly can in a very short amount of time. The faster you kill the zombies, the more points you're going to get, and in turn, you're going to end up becoming first place in the match. And it's actually a lot of fun. I have to say, if you're going up against other people, it's a lot of fun when you are doing this co-op survival. You can't be guaranteed a win if you go up against other people, but as you guys will see, it is pretty fun. If you do this by yourself, you will end up getting less points, and I can show you guys that next method after this video is complete. Well, not this video, but this match is complete. As you guys can see, you do want to try to get as many kills as you can. If you do end up dying, you will lose points, and that's going to end up being a problem for you if you do that. So you need to be careful. You need to try to get as many kills as you can without the use of anybody else killing you before you have a chance of doing so. So as you guys can see here, you're going to want to equip pretty powerful weapons. I would probably go with something like, I don't know, the Sunrise or something like that if I was to go with like a sniper rifle. And as you guys can see, you can get as many kills as you want. You want to try to get somewhere around 6,000 points or so. If I was to look at the people in this server, you guys will see that in this server there are some people that are going to have a much higher score than me. But I have about 3,000 points right now, which is alright. It's not the absolute greatest score in the world, but it's doing okay. There's another kill right there. There's another kill right there. You want to use really powerful weapons because you're going to want to get the kills before the other people have a chance to do so. The faster you get those points, the faster and better your score is going to be, and in turn, the higher league points and the higher amount of points you're going to get in general. So I would personally equip weapons that have a lot of ammo. They have a very large clip, very large magazine. They have a lot of shots in them, so you don't have to reload a lot of times, and you can constantly be firing at those enemies. So as you guys can see, I mean, look at this. I'm getting a heck of a lot of points right now. 6,600, 7,100, go in the primary right now. I'd recommend using a shotgun for the primary weapons, and it looks like this match is pretty much over, and we will see if we get close to the first place position. And if you are going up against a lot of people, you don't even have to worry about ending up losing, because even if you get second place, you can still get a pretty decent amount of coins and XP. Now, if I had gotten first place, I did join this match late, so I was at a disadvantage. As you guys could see, I did join the match when the person had about 2,000 points himself, so if I joined at the very beginning, I would have had 10,301, and I would have gotten more so of around 4 coins and stuff like that. So 4 coins if you are first place, 1 coin if you're second place. It's pretty good. It's not going to guarantee you a lot of coins all the time, but what you can do to guarantee you some coins every single time is create your own server and play by yourself, and you will get 2 coins if you get a decent amount of points yourself. So you can create one in Deadly Arena. Do not put a password. That is a key thing right here, and what you're going to want to do is just battle and get as many kills as you can in a short amount of time. If somebody else joins, you can try to go up against them, and if they do join about halfway through, then as long as you got a decent amount of kills in the beginning, you're pretty much guaranteed to get those points anyways. You're pretty much guaranteed to get the win, and in all honesty, if the person joins halfway through, you might just want to stay there, and you might even get more coins since you are going up against an enemy player. So, as you guys can see, as I'm just going to reiterate what I said before, you're going to want to equip relatively powerful weapons that do not require a lot of reloading. You're going to want to equip area damage weapons that are pretty much one-shot kills on everything. So, solar power cannon, great weapon to use. You can use the ghost lantern, heck, if you really want to. I mean, it is a survival match, so I don't really see a problem with the ghost lantern if you were to do that. Melee, you might want to honestly equip something like the storm hammer that has area damage where you don't have to worry about directly hitting the thing to kill them, but if you are playing by yourself, it doesn't really matter. Now, if you are a beginning player in Pixel Gun 3D, you can do just fine with some of the starting weapons. It will be a little more difficult, and you do want to play a little bit more tactically. You do not want to just run at every single enemy you come in contact with, because it will take a lot longer to kill those enemies. So if you are a very low-level player and you are watching this, you're going to want to climb up things like the ladder here, and this way, you're only going to be hit by things that shoot those little things at you. These little flowers right here will end up shooting things at you, and those are the only things that you really have to worry about. You don't have to worry about the zombies coming after you down below at the bottom level, and it's going to be a much easier time for you when you are using that. So we have about 2 minutes left in this match here. We're dodging as much as we can. When you are in co-op survival, you always want to move around left and right, dodge as many things as you possibly can, and if you can get around 10,000 points or so, you will get usually 2 coins in the match that you go into. If you're going up against another person, if it's 2 people in a server, you will get 4 if you get first place. If there's even more, then you can get even more points. So the more people that are in a co-op survival server, the more points you're going to get. Now, like I said, the more people that are in a server, the less likely the chance you are to win, but you will end up getting a bigger reward, so it's really all up to you. Do you want to play this safe and always end up winning and getting less coins in turn, or do you want to play a little bit more risky and not always win but get more coins when you do end up winning those matches? It's all up to you. It's really all up to you. It's really it's fun though. It's a lot of fun. It's actually a lot much more fun when I'm playing co-op survival. I think so personally. Beforehand, co-op survival got pretty boring. It was a pretty bland game mode just because, I mean, over time, when you're stuck in just a little box here on Deadly Arena, it gets a little boring after a while, and luckily they've updated it, so it makes it a lot more fun now. I'm happy that they updated it. It's making Pixel Gun a little bit better. It's making the single player better. I mean, because we can't always just sit there with multiplayer, because, I mean, what happens if somebody doesn't have multiplayer all the time? What happens if somebody's Wi-Fi is down or something like that? They're stuck with single player, and if you only have very basic game modes, then it's not going to be all that great. With co-op survival, it's a lot better now, and that's always very good. So we have about 30 seconds remaining here in this match. We're being very careful, trying not to get hit by these things. Shuriken thrower is actually a really good weapon for this. At least that's what I've found. I don't know if you guys can think of better weapons in that section. Obviously, if you were to look at the absolute greatest weapons for co-op survival, you're probably going to be looking at the most powerful weapons in the game, but not everybody has those weapons, so it's really up to you to decide which one you want to do. I found the assault shotgun's another very good weapon to use. It's quite a powerful weapon, and it's going to be a one-shot kill a majority of the time that you're going up against those enemies, and you don't really have to reload too many times, so that's always good. And we have finished off this match here with 52 league points, and as you guys can see, 2 coins, as I said earlier. So it's a lot of fun. You get 2 coins in about 3.5 minutes. Obviously, that's not as great as playing in deadly games or doing the multiplayer co-op survival where you can potentially get 4 or even more coins in those 3.5 minutes. But then again, those other methods are methods that you can't always guarantee a win. With this method, you can always be guaranteed a win, and you can always be guaranteed 2 coins every 3.5 minutes, which will over time work out to be a pretty good amount. If you wanted to save up to get something like the photon shotgun, in about 2 or 3 days, if you play this consistently, then you will end up getting enough to play, to get that photon shotgun. Now, the last method is a method that I'm not entirely sure I'll be able to show you guys on camera. I used to have an iPad with my school that had a level 31 account on it where I could join into that. I only have another iPad with a level 2 account, but if I can't do this, I'm going to try my best to show you guys exactly what you need to do in order to create a 2-player match in order to get a lot of points in that. You're going to want to, on a separate account, create a team deathmatch map, and I would personally put it in something that's a little bit more close range, maybe something like Pool Party. Create a match and wait until that loads up. When that loads up, you're going to want to make sure that that other account is friends with you, and you want to join that account, and when you join that account, you should be able to end up getting, let's see, this is my ExxotikGaming account, as you guys can see here. ask to play, invited you to fights. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to be able to do this because it is a level 2 account, so I apologize if I can't show you exactly what you need to do. But you do not want to create a private server with a password. You want to create another server, and you want to have both matches playing. So, I have an invitation sent. I think I need to create an invitation with the other accounts, and of course I have an ad, so I'll see you guys in just a sec if I can get this to work, but it says improper level and I'm not entirely sure if this works, so see you guys in just a sec. Alright guys, so yeah, it's not looking like I'm going to be able to join my other account, but I'm going to try my best to explain exactly what you need to do. So, you need to have two accounts that are around the same level, so it doesn't have this problem where it says improper level when you want to join that other account. When you have that other account already in a match, you join that account, and then you end up just killing that other account over and over and over again, so you can be guaranteed to get the win. You cannot do this in a private match with a password because you will not get any rewards at the end, but if you do this in a public match and you are able to join and get the first place position, you will get a lot of coins and a lot of league points in the process. I believe it's around 4 coins, maybe 5, maybe even more. I'm not entirely sure exactly, but I know it's at least 4, and that is another pretty good way to get those coins. But in all honesty, that's basically it. The hard way was the Deadly Games way, and that is the best way to get these coins, although it is the most difficult way, at least in my personal opinion. Now, in the end, that's basically it for this video. I really hope it was helpful for you guys. If it was, make sure to leave a like down below. Like I said, 3,000 likes on this video, and I will do a how to get gems video and find a really good way to get gems in Pixel Gun 3D. But with that being said, if this is the very first video you are watching from me and you like my content, make sure to subscribe for some more Pixel Gun 3D videos, the best Pixel Gun content around. Make sure to comment down below anything you guys would like to see, and that's basically it. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode.